Alright YouTube, welcome back to the channel. We're doing another pen review today. We're looking at a pen from Tactile Turn. This is the Slider Copper. Got this one from my friends over at EDC, Urban EDC to Supply. Young Sue is the owner. Great website over there, guys. Got lots of cool EDC items, and one of the best parts about shopping there is, first of all, they ship things incredibly fast. Their support is available all the time. They message you on Facebook if you link your, I don't even know how they, I don't remember linking my account. I think I follow their page and I get a message when an order ships, when there's some sort of status update, and if you want to chat with them, you can chat with them on Facebook Messenger, so they're really easy to get a hold of. And they have a rewards program, so if you spend so much money, you get gift cards, and that's always a big plus for me when I'm buying stuff like this, because if I can get something in return besides the product, that's sort of for future purposes or purchases, that's going to drive me to go back to that website. So thanks again, Urban EDC Supply, for this pen. This one I did pay for by myself, and this is by, I believe the guy's name is Will. Last name is escaping me. Let me check my Instagram real quick, because I know I follow him on Instagram. I think it's Will. It's not Will Turner. Let's see. I'm gonna find him. Sorry. Tactile Turn. Come on. Well, anyway, I believe his name is Will. That's the best I can do for you right now. He is a designer of pens and manufacturer, makes them on CNC machines. This one is made of solid copper, which it's all raw copper. It is going to eventually patina really nicely. So strange, I can't find him on Instagram. I know I follow him, but so Urban EDC Supply is obviously a distributor of these pens, and he has the Slider and the Glider. Now the Slider is the smaller version. It's about 5 inches long. The Glider is a little bit longer. They both use the same, we want to call it a half moon bolt action mechanism that's very smooth to operate. And one thing I have noticed with it is this little guy here, the mechanism there, call it the bolt, tends to get loose. So you can put a little Loctite on there so you don't lose that. But let's go ahead and talk about the design of this knife, pen. It's an excellent design. It's just very handsome. It's very streamlined, seamless. The pocket clip is really well done, very high quality. It carries really nicely in the pocket. The action is very smooth on the. It's a little different than your typical bolt action, but it's fun. It's different, but it's still bolt action, so it's nice to fiddle with. You can see, this looks like one solid piece of copper, but it's actually not, and that speaks so nicely to his attention to detail in manufacturing these pens. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Let's see if you can see it. And I remember when I first got this, I was like, how do I change the ink cartridge on this thing? I thought this was one big solid piece of copper. Right about there is where it comes apart. It's got an O-ring there. And this has got the Parker style refill. This is the Schmidt Easy Flow 9000 medium. That's what it comes with. You can also use Fisher Space Pen, any Parker style, and obviously the Schmidt. So very compatible when it comes to your refill options. So, oops, I must have jacked with the spring. One thing I have noticed with these is if you don't get that spring back in there correctly, you are going to have issues. And that's with all pens like this, not just this design. But it's made of solid copper. In fact, let's take that apart and show you just how well the machine is on this. It's beautiful. Just absolutely well done. Solid copper. It hasn't really got much of a patina yet. Haven't had it very long. Just enough to take it with me on EDC a few days, ride with it. So you can link in my hand there. But very high quality. Let's put that refill back in. So design-wise, it's top-notch. I like it. I like the Slider, like a little bit smaller. It's still plenty of pen, but it's not huge. Some of these pens can get a little big, but look how well once you seal that, you don't even know. Again, it's just a seamless design. When the knife, or the I keep calling it a knife, where the pin comes apart, you can't even tell. So that speaks very well to his design capabilities. Fit and finish, again, we just kind of talked about that. Exceptional, very nice machining. Just overall, absolutely excellent machining and fit and finish on this one. How it carries very well in the pocket. It's definitely shirt pocket capable, about 5 inches, and it carries nicely in your jeans as well. The pocket clip is very well designed. It's very easy in and out of the pocket. That is kind of a key thing. So, and it's not terribly heavy. And I'm doing this review in a different spot than I normally do, so I don't have my scale with me, and I totally spaced it. So I'll look up the weight here since I don't have my scale handy. So Tactile Turn Slider. These are also sold at Blade HQ and a couple other dealers. Let's see, slider, titanium is going to be lighter than the copper, bronze. Sorry, I'm trying to find this, guys. Apologize for the not having my scale handy. But I think it's around 3 ounces, or under. It's definitely under 3 ounces. 2.08 ounces, so definitely lighter than 3. Just over 2 ounces, so it's still, even though it's made of solid copper, it's very lightweight. So it's not going to fatigue your hand writing with a pen of this weight, I don't think. It does add to the durability though. It's a nice heavy, solid feeling pen, nice material. It's going to last for a lifetime. I have no doubt in my mind that this is something that's going to last. It's not something you're going to have to worry about breaking, or because it's made of solid copper. The refills are so easy to replace. So writing performance and the refill compatibility is one of the things I want to hit on. Obviously, and these are made right here in the USA. Like I mentioned earlier, I believe. If I didn't, I meant to. Will Hodges is his name. There we go. Just came to me. So custom machined, and the writing performance is excellent. This came with the Schmidt EasyFlow 9000 in the medium, but you can switch that out to a fine point. Again, a lot of pens are going to, as far as performance of writing goes, is going to depend a lot on the refill. And in this case, the Schmidt and any of the Parker style, Fisher Space pen, all those will fit. So you have a lot of different options. I prefer those refills to maybe like the Gel G2. A lot of people love the G2. I'm not a big Gel ink fan. I kind of like more of the traditional rollerball or ballpoint pens, and that's what you're going to get with the Parker style refills. So balance wise and how it feels in the hand, it feels awesome in the hand is what it feels. It feels super nice in the hand. You just feel like you have this nice piece of quality craftsmanship in your hand to use for your daily writing tasks. Balance wise, I'd say it's pretty balanced. It's not terribly, it's almost a little front heavy. We'll get into balance here. You can see it's a little front heavy, then it goes to the back. But it's got good balance. Doesn't favor one or the other. Let's see, look at that. There we go. It doesn't favor one or the other terribly. Maybe a little titch more towards the rear just because of the weight of the clip and the mechanism, but nothing you're going to notice when you're writing. So grip wise, how does it grip? It's got some really fine knurling on the copper. You can't really see it very well, but you can feel it, and it adds a lot of grip to the pen. So when you're writing with it, it is not going to go anywhere. It's not going to slip out of your hands. The deployment mechanism is obviously this bolt action style with the half moon. Very smooth, easy to use. It's a little different, which I like. So it's definitely, I have a few bolt actions, and it's very smooth. It's not snappy like the Penrod Garage. That one just like snaps. It's not going to do that, but it's very, I would call it smooth more than anything. So overall, a very nice pen. Now you're going to pay, roughly for the copper. Man, what did I pay for this thing? I think it was around $69. So it is a little. It was $69 from Beauty Supply. So it's a little. It's actually really inexpensive for. I mean, if you look at like the copper hinder pins, they're going to be $80 to $100. So for a copper pin, and especially one with a bolt action type mechanism, it's actually a really good deal. And a lot of people are going to scoff at that price for a pin, but this is something that it's quality. It's going to last you your lifetime. You're going to be able to hand it down to your kids and everything. So overall, guys, I want to thanks for watching the video. I'm going to wrap it up. I think this is an exceptional pin. If you're into pins for EDC and you haven't checked out Tactile Turn, definitely give them a try. Again, shop with my friends at Urban EDC Supply. I'm not affiliated with them in any ways. I like the way they do business, and I like their rewards program and how quickly they ship. So just want to give them a shout out. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you on the next video.